Well, how's it been having Jay back in the fold?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, that guy's got such a big job. It's
Yeah.
nuts. Like, just so many teams. Yeah, there's some weeks where I'm like, damn, he needs a break, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's balancing his family life and all that stuff too. But yeah, I mean, I was, when I first started playing volleyball or traveling, playing internationally, we were like the second team to Kirk and Jace, me and my brother. We actually did my first ever Continental Cup with those guys. And then there was a huge period of time there where that Olympic qualification for London didn't happen, that there was no funding.
So it didn't. You guys didn't even get a shot.
Yeah, there was just, I mean, we still tried to do the Continental Cup
Yeah.
stuff, but there was just a long period of time there where there was no support. And then Jace deciding to come back to New Zealand, I think, was the catalyst for high performance sport New Zealand to say, hey, this is worth investing some money in, because now we've got this coach that's been to the Olympics, coached some of the best teams in the world. So he kind of created that program totally himself, basically.
Yeah.
It's night and day. It's night and day compared to what it was. It was us going down like with a few balls and coaching ourselves for most of it. We're super lucky to have some awesome coaches along the way too, but most of the time. And then since Jace has been back, it's a proper program. He's on a mission at the moment, which is awesome. You know, like really, really wants to push us, and has a huge job, but it's been great.
Yeah, I think we probably have different, I guess, situations where you were grinding for years trying to, playing pro, and I was kind of just, I don't know, my career was a bit backwards and settled down a little bit before, like, all right, I'll give this volleyball thing a crack.
Yeah.
Jay was probably him coming back, and I was playing with Ben's brother Sam. That kind of was definitely a big factor for me to be like, all right, yeah, okay, now I've got, a coach, we've got some money, let's try do this full time and see what happens. So yeah, Jay's been awesome, but as Ben said, man, he's overworked.
big job.
Yeah,
It's a
big
big
job.
job.
It's a big job.
Is it just him?
I mean, there's a support team behind him for sure. There's some awesome people behind him too. There's a lady, Colleen, who helps tie a bunch of the stuff up. Craig was over here too. Craig Suso. I'm not sure if you know him.
Yeah.
He's been involved
I know
as well.
the name.
Yeah, so he used to coach Lauda and Zara Goller, Lauda Ludwig, when they maybe to one Olympics, I think. So awesome coach too. And there's some other people around, like Volleyball New Zealand has a couple of staff, but it's a couple of staff.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the day-to-day operational stuff, logistical stuff around us planning our trips and stuff does end up falling into Jace's lap a little bit, where I'm sure a lot of the time he would love to just come down to the beach and coach. But yeah, you do. Sometimes you're like, man, it's we go out to training, and it's pretty crazy actually. Like, we'll go out to training in an afternoon, and he would have had the A-level players, which are like the up-and-comers.
Okay.
He would have had the girls already, and then maybe even another session or something, and then us. And he's coming out with still like the same energy.
Still got the energy.
Yeah, which is impressive. It's like, it's something that I wouldn't be able to do.
Yeah.
He can find it. He's always been that kind of pretty energetic personality, I guess. But I mean, having it at his house, where there's a court at his house, which is pretty cool.
That's the training center? The
Yeah,
training center?
Yeah,
That's helpful.
It's awesome, because like his family growing up, where like his brother was a professional football player. I think his sister represented New Zealand at volleyball and stuff. So they're sports crazy kids. You can imagine Jace, golf, tennis, everything. They've got like, I think their parents just ended up being like, let's create like a sports center out here.
Yeah.
So they got the tennis court, little putting green.
Oh, that's awesome.
Beach volleyball court came in at one point when I was the little kid coming out to help Kirk and Jace, just serving balls. So it's pretty cool. It's like he's got it all there, and he lives kind of on the next property over.
Yeah.
So he just cruises down through the orchard in his car. Just jumps out, and it's pretty cool.
Oh, good for him.